Welcome back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles, episode two. And the last episode was kind of delayed, and this episode is going to be delayed as well because I got COVID.
Way to go. It's a good thing we do these on Zoom.
It's not really funny. I don't know why I'm laughing.
It is funny.
It's kind of funny.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
It is a little bit funny.
Anyway, let's keep this one short and sweet so I can go back to lying down in my bed.
All right off the bat, this episode is a little bit better. A little bit better.
Marginally better.
No, I thought it was way better.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say way better, and I wouldn't say marginally better. It was better. It was a little bit better.
I thoroughly enjoyed this one.
I like the dynamic between the two of them now a bit better, and it's nice to know a little bit about who the villain is and the plot and stuff like that. We're getting like glimpses of that.
Sebastian Stan Tracker, did you like him more or less, Sam? Because you hated him, you fucking despised him in the first episode.
I liked him a lot better. I think especially like with Bucky, like we didn't see any of his personality. We saw just the Winter Soldier, and he's just like this like menacing assassin. And then in this episode, and in the first one, which I didn't know, he's just more of like a happy-go-lucky guy, whereas not happy-go-lucky at all. That's the wrong set of words, but more so than the Winter Soldier in his little trance was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We saw more of Bucky being like super powered in this, you know. I feel like we didn't really see any of that.
Yeah.
We saw it in Civil War, and then every movie after that was just him shooting guns and shit. But this he was doing some fast runs.
I liked the fast run. That was very impressive. And he jumped out of an airplane
and didn't die immediately on impact.
Yeah, and Steve Rogers did that once.
That's right.
If I recall, in like Avengers 1, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he would do it in Avengers 1 when Thor hit the shield. That was sick.
And what else? What other fucking superpower stuff does he do? He does...
I don't know. Yeah,
he does some arm stuff. He does cool arm stuff, which we don't see a lot. Well, he didn't have a cool arm for a minute there, but...
I actually kind of didn't like him in this one. I didn't like him. I liked him more in the first one. I just felt...
Is that right?
I felt this was like... I think it falls into the same category as the first episode for me, but not in like the technology sense, but in the sense of like maybe trying a bit too hard to get your message across, where it becomes completely like
on the nose.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like not subtle, and it's just like everything is.
Are you referring to like the Sam and Bucky getting interrupted by the police officers, or
no? That's actually not what I'm talking about, because that is actually the part like that part, and the part before that is the part that I like the most. I just think not the message point, just the trying to be like witty. You know what I mean? Like it just felt too trying to be like I don't know who directed this.
Like a buddy cop thing.
Oh, when they touched pelvises.
Pelvi.
I don't know who directed this, but it felt like they were just like copying Marvel movies. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have their own taste.
Well, believe it or not, this takes place in the same.
No,
universe
you know what I mean, though. Like
as the Marvel movies, Sean. So
like there's no uniqueness of it. There's just no like. It just feels so like at this point, to me at least. I just like it's like okay, you know, I need to see
following the
something
formula.
New. And that's what I like about. That's actually why I like the you know, the PTSD thing, and then the police thing, the police like stereotype thing, and then
racism.
In the last episode too, I like the talking about like how Tony Stark never paid the Avengers, and then obviously in this episode we get this guy who is a black man in the Vietnam
Isaiah Bradley.
who was tested on basically, it's like they're kind of like touching on how black people were tested on in that time period, like actually, but in this universe, they're saying like they were testing them with the super serum stuff. And then I like that the most, honestly. I feel like that would be, and it was weird because it's like, I don't like usually, like, I think Disney Plus has been like starting to get too like ahead of itself in terms of making way too many shows and all this shit that they're like making, like adapting all these new shows for Star Wars and Marvel. But like the thought of like a backstory behind him, like a show behind him and all that, like during like Vietnam, I think would be like incredible.
Well, maybe we'll get more of that in this season.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, it seems like they're definitely gonna like touch on that again at least, because he was mentioned multiple times.
I just mean like a prequel type thing. Like if they don't do flashbacks in this, like a prequel would be kind of cool.
And like show his like his story and then some of his missions, and then maybe like something with Sebastian Stan where they fight like on a train or whatever they said they were doing. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, we can talk about new Captain America.
John Walker.
Thank you.
In the comics, his name's like Secret Agent or some shit.
U.S. Agent.
Yeah, they opted to do Captain America and then this whole storyline. I mean, I'll say this about the beginning part is like, so I just assumed from that like locker room scene with his girlfriend or wife or whatever that it's like, okay, so he's just going to be a good guy, which I felt was kind of boring, I guess, just because but obviously, I agree. There's hints that he may not be a good guy.
We don't really know where.
But
it's
like just from
go.
that first scene, I was like, oh, I guess he's a good guy. But I found it really weird that like the football like interview, the Good Morning America interview. You know why? It felt like a Homelander thing. You know what I mean? Like if not even.
Yeah,
not even in the sense that like it was like really cheap and corny, but in the sense that like everything looks so kind of tacky. Like it looks very like saturated, like just not good, like anything. I don't know if that makes sense, but the costume looks terrible. It's not even the same costume, and the A looks like shit. So?
I didn't think it looked bad. I kind of like it.
I happen to like the costume.
It looks like a boy's costume, which isn't a good thing. Like it looks like like it would be in the boys because the boys making fun of superheroes, and that wouldn't be good. That's what I just think of is when I see that costume. It looks like a shitty Captain America costume.
What would you guys think of his new weapon, the ultimate symbol of freedom?
A pistol.
A pistol. That's right, a gun.
Steve had a gun too.
Well, Steve had a gun.
Yeah.
Well, he had a gun in the war. Yeah, in like during the war times, but even Sam doesn't even.
Yeah, but Steve was also super powered.
Sam doesn't even use a gun in this anymore. Sam isn't super powered.
And they suck, man. They fucking suck. They should probably use the guns. Because, like, they're not doing shit against those guys.
Yeah, because they got their pits lit.
Tell me you guys didn't think it was weird when you saw Captain America pull out a pistol. I think if you're Captain America...
No, I thought it was weird. Yeah, 100%.
In the modern day, if you're Captain America, you cannot use a gun. I don't make the rules.
I thought it was... the only reason I thought it was weird is because the pistol looked like it was from the 1940s.
It kind of did, yeah.
No, I did think it was weird, but because Steve Rogers had superpowers, he had the super serum, but this guy doesn't, so... Like, he needs something, otherwise...
He's got a shield! He's got a shield!
I know he's got the shield, but anybody can have a shield.
He's like the supposed to be peak physical fitness of like.
There's some very impressive work with it, though.
The ultimate human that doesn't need, the serum. But I think that's going to be a storyline to follow. Is that he might actually want the serum.
I think he's probably going to want the serum.
What was the name of the person that was mentioned when the Flag Smashers were stealing when they were on the plane and they're like, oh, this person's here. They said like some name of an organization.
I don't know. I forget the fucking. There's like an organization that is in the comics. that basically like they hold the serums and they've been making the serums, and then there's like this doctor.
Yeah.
I forget his name. The names of the.
I'm
he
gonna
was in
assume we're
Jessica
not
Jones.
talking about Hydra.
No, it's not Hydra. Yeah. Anyway, that organization, provides the super soldier serum to the new Captain America and his sidekick there. So that most likely is probably what's going to happen in this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they both become super powered.
I'd like that.
I have a question about Bucky and Sam's relationship here.
Go ahead.
Do they hate each other in the movies?
I don't fucking think so.
Is this whole beef over the fact that Cap gave Sam the shield and then he gave it away and now they hate each other? Or have they always hated each other? I don't understand how they just are like enemies now.
I think they had a mutual friend and now they don't have that, and they're just like, all right, well, like you're fine. Like I don't.
No,
I don't
they are not like
you.
that.
And then
No.
that happened.
Oh, okay.
And then that happened, and now they have beef.
I just think it is.
You know what I
like
mean?
what was did I honestly I did like feel like I tuned out a bit in this episode too. Like I didn't really, but like what was the Sam's reasoning behind giving it away?
It felt like somebody else's.
That was such a stupid.
But he
like,
wanted- He didn't feel comfortable assuming that position. It's a lot of responsibility. Also, why do they need to have a new Captain America is what I'm wondering.
Merchandise, baby.
Like, they're not going to make a new Iron Man.
yeah, they are.
Yeah, because they're fucking too dumb. They're
Called
too
Ironheart.
dumb to be Iron Man.
Ironheart.
They have War Machine and shit like that. So
No,
it's
like they're making a show called Ironheart, so
whatever.
they are making another Iron Man basically. But yeah, like I just find the Sam's reasoning is kind of dumb. I just don't think like if you were to like I can't even think of anything comparative, obviously, because it's a superhero universe. But like if you were to give like you're on your basically your deathbed and you were to give me something of yours and you're like you like you continue this or whatever, it's like why I just find it stupid that like he's just like no, like I'm really insecure about myself.
No, I'll donate it to a
It's
museum.
like why? Just keep it. You don't have to do anything with it. He gave it to you.
Yeah, if he gave me if Cap gave me his shield,
And I didn't
I would absolutely never give that to anybody ever in my entire life.
I didn't yeah.
That would stay on me.
I
at all
very much
times.
didn't like his
Maybe
reaction
I'd
to
pawn it.
what Bucky said to him too. He's like, it because if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me. And then Sam's like, "Can I speak now? I don't give a fuck." It's like
Sam is so
Sam.
arrogant
I
in the way that he
like,
talks.
I just find his character has been really fucking like just not personable at all for me.
He's very unlikable, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I never got
Which
that
is weird,
vibe in the movies.
I didn't dislike him in any of the other stuff. But yeah, he's arrogant is the is,
Yeah, like
is
the
a
same
good
thing in the
word
first
for it.
episode with his sister. He's like, I fucking own this the half the boat. It's like you can't do this. It's like can you just like fucking cool off? You haven't done anything. You weren't even here.
Yeah, you were in the military, then you
No,
were
Sean, this was the
an
worst one.
Avenger, and you were dead.
When he's like, okay, we gotta leave now, and she's like, the bank meeting doesn't start for an hour, and he's like, you're either late
Oh,
or early, and it's like, can you actually shut up? You can definitely be right on time.
Yeah.
How did showing up early work out for you guys?
Not good.
Pretty nice watching new Captain America get his ass kicked, eh?
Yeah.
I found that weirdly
Yeah, well,
satisfying.
I don't like his fucking ears. Like, I think that's the main...
It's so
Over
he's
anything
so
else.
eerie, so eerie in that
Power Broker.
Power Broker.
his...
Been
That's
fucking
the name. Power Broker gives.
It's like a organization. Oh, two fictional characters. I'll you keep talking. I'll find it.
He's all ears in that suit.
yeah, he's a lot of ears.
He's all chin.
A lot of lips.
He's a good actor though. I like him. Just that first shot, like from the last episode of him, it looked nothing like him. So it was such a weird. But he looks better and like when I actually know. But like,
Yeah.
he's I don't. It's funny too, is because I was like watching with my sister, and I was like, "Do you think this guy's like good looking?" Because his jaw is so protruded. Like, Kurt Russell's a pretty handsome looking guy. I just find the son to not be.
Kurt Russell's far more handsome than Wyatt
I think
Russell.
Wyatt Russell. I just think his like the jaw for me is just really.
I don't think it's fair to compare most of the world to Kurt Russell. And if you're going to do that, then nobody's good looking except for a few. Yeah.
Wyatt Russell
But-
has way worse hair than Kurt Russell.
You think he has nicer hair
No,
than Kurt Russell?
he has worse hair. It was like
Oh.
considerably worse.
Oh, yeah.
There's not as much volume.
Not nearly as much as volume.
It looks a lot more flat and lifeless. What the fuck
Yeah.
are we talking about right now? Okay, do you guys want to rate it? I fucking want to go.
Yeah,
I want
let's
to go
rate it.
lie back in bed. I'm starting to get really warm.
I just felt it was. Yeah.
Man, I felt it was too. And so I will rate it 6
What's that face?
shields out of 7 shields out of 10.
You say
You go ahead now.
no, didn't you say that this was like a little bit better than the last one, and you gave it 3 full
No, I
shields
said-
more?
Yeah, 3 full shields.
I'm gonna give it 8 shields out of 10. I was fired up watching it. I like the action. I like the banter. I like the vibranium arm, and I'm fired up for Baron Zemo on the next episode. That's all the energy I have, and I'm gonna go
don't talk to
sleep.
yourself.
I'm gonna go sleep for 8 hours.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, I don't think. Are we only doing stationary 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, you're not. You can do whatever you want with it.
No.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 6.4 out of 10. I just don't.
6.4. Okay.
6.4 shields. I just. I want more. I want more personality, and that's what I get from the storyline of the Isaiah Bradley and the police thing, and I just need more personality behind it. That's all I need.
I'm very excited to see what comes from that.
Me too.
Okay, thank you for watching. Yeah, fuck.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But that's it for us. We will see you in episode 3.
Brought to you by HelloFresh.
Brought to you by HelloFresh, Squarespace, Dollar Shave Club,
Disney Plus,
Netflix also. I don't
BetterHelp,
know why Netflix wanted to, but they did.
HBO Max,
The Chinese Monarchy.
the Chinese Monarchy, of course,
Aaron Rodriguez.
and the AIDS Foundation of Canada. So, thank you,
Derek Jeter.
and Derek Jeter.